Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here. So it is Friday morning, and I've just been to the GP surgery. And basically, what happened was I got up, and at 8 o'clock, I phoned the GP surgery, and they said that I could see a medical practitioner at 9. So I just had time to brush my teeth and put on some clothes. And so I went in to see just got there a few minutes before 9, and we sat in the waiting room. I was afraid to turn on a reel because I didn't want to upset anybody. So I turned the sound down really low so I wouldn't upset anybody watching a reel. And then they called my name, and I was in to see a medical practitioner, a physician's assistant, or it wasn't a doctor, it was a physician's assistant. And so he asked me what the problem was, and I told him I had an accident in the kitchen and I hurt my nail. And then I told him that I hurt my nail a second time. And then I told him that I had gone into the minor injuries unit, and this man yelled at me, and I didn't want to go back there. And I told him that I didn't let them take the nail off because I was scared. And then I said that the people at minor injuries were concerned that I had a fungal infection, and they thought I should take some fungal drugs. And the physician's assistant said that these drugs are very dangerous and they harm the liver. So he thought I should just go to the drugstore, and he gave me the name of this topical solution to put on my nails, because I've also got a little bit of an infection on my toes, because he wanted me to take my shoes and socks off, and he wanted to look at my toes. And so basically on my big toe there is a little bit of what looks like a fungal infection on my big toe. And I was really embarrassed because my socks and my shoes were smelly, and I apologized for that. And then, so he took a picture of my thumb because he said that they have a minor surgery unit. So he said that he's going to show the picture of my thumb to his supervisor, doctor, and decide whether I need to have a minor surgery, because the nail is now just hanging off of my thumb. I can show it to you. Hold on a second. It's just hanging off. It's just hanging off of my thumb. And so I don't, he told me not to take it off. He said I may have to have minor surgery to remove it, and he said that he will, I guess, show the doctor. And that was it. So now what I need to do is I need to go to the drugstore to get this fungal topical treatment. But that's going to be more money, because if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I'm having financial difficulties because of some things that happened that I don't really want to put on YouTube. But what I did do, I was speaking to my boyfriend about it, and next week I'm going to get my payslip for February. And then when I get my payslip for February, I'm going to phone them again, and I'm going to start phoning them every week until we get a resolution. Because at the moment, the money that I'm getting doing my permitted work is not enough. It is not enough money for me to live on, and so I'm having to use my savings. And that can't go on indefinitely. I've been using my savings all of December, all of January and now all February. And so this situation can't go on indefinitely. And I'm really upset. I'm upset with this organization that has cut me off. And I'm a little bit upset with the charity because basically they just didn't want to bother. And so they just told me to contact my MP. Well, I got a message, an email from the MP saying the MP wants me to send him all of the documentation that I've sent to this organization already, and then I have to give them written authorization to contact that organization on my behalf. And so that's going to be more time and more money. So I'm quite upset about this. This is a really bad situation. And so what I have to do after I have my hot chocolate, I'm going to go to the drugstore and get this fungal medication. Now what I might be able to do is, because my boyfriend has fungus infection on his toes, so maybe I can get him to go in halves with me, and then we can both use it. And then, but I'm not in a good situation. I'm just sitting there at Greg's, which my boyfriend said is a working class Starbucks. I don't know if anybody knows about Greg's. If you're in UK, you probably know about Greg's, but if you're not in the UK, you might not know what Greg's is, but it's a working class Starbucks. And then I have to go to the pharmacist to get this medication, which is going to be more money. And then we're going to go to the coffee morning for depression expression, because guess what? I'm depressed. So I think that concludes this video, because I've made the video that I said I was going to make about the outcome of my appointment to see the GP about my nails. I'm really disappointed. I was hoping that they could give me a prescription, but he doesn't want to get me a prescription. He wants me to pay for medication with money that I don't really have. He did ask me how the accident in the kitchen occurred that caused the injury to my nail, and I was thinking that he may think that I've done it to myself, because, you know, obviously I have a diagnosis of a mental illness, and so he may have thought, oh well, I hurt myself. Well, I didn't do it on purpose. And I explained to him that there was water on the counter and the cutting board was on the counter, and the water meant that the cutting board could not get off the counter, and when I tried to lift the cutting board, it took my nail off. And so I hope I gave a good explanation, because you know, I don't want them to think that I'm deliberately harming myself, which I'm not, because that could be problematic if they thought I was doing it on purpose. So that concludes this video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe, and I will be making another video for you the next time I have a medical appointment, or when I get some news about my health or something like that. And so my next medical appointment is in March, so definitely I'll be making another video in March to talk about when I get another injection in my eye. So thank you again for watching, and I'll be in contact soon.